In this video, we're going to review how to approximate a square root of a non-perfect square to know what two integers it falls between. First of all, let's remember our definition of integers. They're the whole numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, etc., and they're opposites. So we'd have to include like -1, -2, -3. We're trying to figure out which two that are in a row, that's what consecutive means, does our square root fall between. So when we look at square root of 122, I want to find what two perfect squares does 122 fall between. You can use the diagonal on your multiplication chart to see all the list of your perfect squares through, I think your chart goes through 25 times 25. All right, 122. Using what I know about my multiplication facts, I know that is in between the square root of 121 and the square root of 144. Because I know 11 times 11 is 121 and 12 times 12 is 144. So now, since it falls in between those, it's going to be also, the answer is going to be in between the answers of those two. So square root of 121 is 11 and square root of 144 is 12. This tells me that my answer is going to be 11 point something. Okay, so I would state, though, the two that they fall between is 11 and 12. Let's look at the second one, square root of 15. We want to first think what two perfect square numbers does it fall between. Well, it falls between square root of 9 and square root of 16. It's actually closest to square root of 15, which tells me it's going to be closest to the answer, the square root of 16. All right, let's solve the two that are on the outside. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 16 is 4. That means my answer is going to be between 3 and 4. If we wanted to go deeper, we know it's 3 point something. In fact, since 15 is so close to 16, I'm going to guess somewhere around 3.8, 3.9. But for these problems, you just have to get those two integers. Before I leave, let's talk about what if there was a negative in front of these. I would just then add negatives to my answer. I would say negative square root of 15 fell between -3 and -4.